So it's one of three things, right? Um, you have a business you're currently running, or you have a business that you're about to start or kick off, or you just have an idea, right? You just have an idea of this um, amazing business or amazing product or service that God has put in you. And He said, "Oh, my child, go forth and achieve greatness." But now the question is, how do you market that product, right? Is a logo really necessary? Do I need to have a website? Can't I just distribute it myself? Do I need to have do I need to have a distribution channel set up? Well, this podcast is for you. Bonjour. Welcome to the trailer episode of MIA with Damini, a bi-weekly show targeted at helping African business owners market their products and services better. All right, where do we start? Um, First off, this podcast is focused on business development and marketing, right? It's focused on educating African business owners uh, on how they can set up their businesses and also market it to both the African environment and beyond, right? MIA simply stands for one of two things. You can look at it in two ways. You can look at it as made in Africa, where um, we are literally supporting made in African brands, you know, educating those kind of brands on how to package, how to model, how to structure, how to position themselves, right, to maximize output and sales and all that. It also means marketing in Africa. Now, a lot of us, when we market our products, we tend to use different types of strategy that works in Obodo Oyinbo. So, Obodo Oyinbo simply means Europe and America, right? It's a slang that we use a lot in Nigeria. So yeah, Obodo Oyinbo. And it doesn't really work when you're selling to someone that's in East Africa or it's in North Africa, right? So that's what this podcast is about. MIA with Damini. Um, it's bi-weekly, so every Monday and Wednesday we will be here. Um, I'd suggest that you listen to it in the mornings, right before you start off, before you work on your to-do list for the day, because there's some things that we might discuss here that would infuse or better inform what you should do for your day, right? Even if it's just to add, okay, how do I do research or how do I create a marketing strategy and all of that, right? So yeah, um, who should not listen to this podcast, right? Because it's not meant for everybody, and that's just the honest truth. Early stage Phil Knight people, right? They shouldn't listen to it. Like they should just log off now. Phil Knight is the co-founder of Nike and he's an accountant. So if you know accountants very well, they always pursue the money and focus a lot on what is adding to the numbers and what is taken out of the numbers, right? Um, at the early stages of Nike, he did not understand the value of a logo and why it was important. He did it because the people that he was working with or his partners told him to do it, right? He also didn't understand why you would create adverts and take space in newspapers to put these adverts. Again, to him, it was he couldn't see a direct line of how those adverts were turning to cash and making people buy Nikes. He couldn't see it, right? And A lot of business owners are like that. They just feel like marketing is a waste of time. Might as well just create a product or provide a service and then just sell it, right? I can tell you for free that you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving a lot of future prospects as well on the table. And someone that starts with a marketing focused plan, right? Long term plan would most likely pursue you out of the market at the end of the day, right? So early stage for night people shouldn't be on this podcast. They shouldn't subscribe. They shouldn't listen, right? Next up is sales, sales, sales. Everything sells. I want to sell. I want to sell. I want to sell, right? The beauty of creating a business, right, is you're providing a solution to someone. You're solving a problem, right? And because of how the world is today, you don't you want to create a relationship with whoever it is that you're solving a problem for. So for example now, you guys listen to my voice now. The idea here is you and I become friends. Even if we never meet each other, we actually do become friends because you are listening to me. You would provide me feedback. You would subscribe. You would, give your reviews, answer questions that I ask, and all of that, right? So that's what we're trying to build here. We're trying to build a relationship between the two of us, okay? And that's what you should be doing with your product or service, right? Um, this is a known fact. It's easier for you to sell to a customer that has bought something from you before than, selling to a brand new person. It is easier, it is more affordable, right? So that's the second group of people that shouldn't be here. If you are very sales focused, you shouldn't be here, right? The final one is the 3K people. Now, obviously, not everybody would have a lot of money to market the way they want to market. So you have to be creative and you have to play with a few things and move things here and there and all of that, right? But if you have only 3K and in your heart of hearts, yeah, you want to use that 3K to win, or say to win, to get 3 million naira or 5 million naira, it won't work. It just won't work, right? Those kind of things, it's not impossible. Don't get me wrong, it's not impossible. It's possible. It might happen. Never can tell. But hmm, you have to go like super, super viral and have an amazing product. And once you've cashed out with that 3K, most likely competition will come and join you. Because if your product is 3K and or your service is 3K and you're able to earn 3 million or 5 million from just 3K marketing, that means your barrier to entry is very low and competition will come and join you very soon. Like it's just normal. So if you have only 3K to market your products, and that's what you genuinely have, you shouldn't be shooting for maximum profit of 3 million naira. That's why 1,000% profit, if I'm not wrong, right? What you would want to do is use this 3K to get 100K, right? And when I say K, I mean 100,000 naira or whatever currency it is that you guys use in your own country, right? So yeah, do not don't be a wishful thinker. Don't be a fantasy lover. Don't sleep in the clouds, right? If you want to achieve greatness, you need to earmark funds for it. Put some money aside. That okay, this money is for ABCD, for marketing in this market, for promoting and all of that, right? So and also the final group. Yeah, let me just add these guys because these guys are there too. Um, People that don't believe in online advertising, right? Beauty of it is right now. I was checking a survey like yesterday or the before yesterday. Right, Facebook as of 2019, Facebook was seeing about 2.4 billion users online every day. Was it every day or every month? I think it was every month. I think it was every month. Yeah, 2.4 billion people every month. While Instagram was seeing 1.6 billion people every month. If your business is not online, your business will fail. You will soon be out of business. And that's the same thing that, one of my senior brothers mentioned, Bill Gates. Um, is one of the things that he's known for. If your business is currently not online, you would soon be out of business. I think I'm paraphrasing that, but that's what he said. So those are the three people or four group of people that shouldn't be listening to my podcast. I guess that's a wrap. All right. We both know the four group of people that shouldn't be listening to Am I with Damini podcast. Tell your friends about this. Share. Um, Hopefully my voice didn't irk you out. Don't worry. As I record more podcasts, my voice would become normal, I guess, to your hearing, because this is my normal voice. But yeah, Am I with Damini is a podcast sponsored by Oja Digital, an agency that is focused on making marketing simple and productive for small business owners. You can check it out, www.ojadigital.com. Bye for now, guys. See you in the next episode. Or should I say, hear you in the next episode? Or hear me? Anyways, au revoir.